I'm going to give you a breakdown of the March Madness Sweet 16 matchup between the Purdue Boilermakers and the Tennessee Volunteers, and we're starting right now. What is going on? My name is Alpha Omega. Welcome to another video. If this is your first time here and you want to learn how to bet on sports like a pro and gain an edge over the sports books, start now by subscribing and clicking the bell so you don't miss anything. So we're down to the final 16 teams. The field has gone pretty much how odds makers and bracketologists expected it would, besides perhaps the Oregon Ducks, who have played fantastic down the stretch. However, even with the sharper market, the public continues to create value, so stay tuned to all of my March Madness videos and gain an edge over the sportsbooks. Because there are so many games going on, I've decided to focus on the most competitive games. Make sure to leave a comment below telling me who you have going into the Final Four. Moving on to Thursday night's game, we have a matchup of two closely matched teams with the Purdue Boilermakers taking on the Tennessee Vols. Start time is on Thursday, March 28th at 7:29 p.m. Eastern Time. The Alpha Omega Vegas consensus line as of Wednesday night has Tennessee favored by 1.5 points with a total sitting at 146.5. This game features multiple star players with Carson Edwards for Purdue and the Admiral, Schofield that is, for the Volunteers. Schofield is a big-time player, but took himself out of the game down the stretch in an overtime thriller against Iowa. But more on that in a minute. Let's get this show on the road and break down a few of the factors at play in this handicap. In my opinion, people have been sleeping on Purdue this year. I can't tell you how many pro bettors I know who've been fading the Boilermakers all season. Let's not forget that other than an embarrassing loss to Notre Dame, a game I had the Notre Dame money line, mind you, Purdue has lost to respected teams like Davidson and Texas, and also to Virginia Tech, Florida State, Michigan, Michigan State, Maryland, and Minnesota. If those names ring a bell, it's because 4 of those teams are in the Sweet 16 too. The point here is that Purdue is undervalued. According to KenPom ratings, Purdue's adjusted offensive efficiency ranks number 5 in all of D1 basketball. That's amazing considering a large portion of their offense ebbs and flows with Carson Edwards. Tennessee's defense, on the other hand, ranks 14th out of all March Madness teams in adjusted defensive efficiency. This means that Purdue has a good chance of putting up big points, which is contributing to the higher total. Advantage Purdue. On the flip side of that, Tennessee ranks 3rd in D1 basketball teams in adjusted offensive efficiency. Only Gonzaga and Virginia rank higher. That puts Tennessee as one of the best offensive teams in the tournament. Purdue's defense ranks 13th in adjusted defensive efficiency. Again, this is another case of an elite offense matched with a better than average defense. This gives more credence to the higher total and may be worth checking out a bet on the first half over. Advantage Volunteers. Purdue's offense against Tennessee begins and ends with Carson Edwards. In the Boilermakers' last game against Villanova, Edwards scored 42 points. If you take Edwards' numbers from the box score, the rest of the team hit 17 of 33 total shots, including 7 of 14 from three-point range. Most people know about Edwards' offensive ability, but Carson is also an elite defender capable of shutting down whomever he's guarding. Tennessee can't hope to stop Edwards, only to contain him. If the Vols can hold Edwards to under 25 points, this may be enough to lift Tennessee to victory. Just ask Villanova if that's easy or not. Advantage Purdue. A lot has been made of Schofield being off the floor at the end of the game against Iowa. Let me tell you why he was out of the game and why it's a good thing. Schofield was playing with 4 fouls against Iowa. Kyle Alexander, a 6'11" senior forward, was his replacement, who is also playing with 4 fouls. According to head coach Rick Barnes, Schofield said, "I got 4 fouls. I'm kind of cold, been on the bench for a stretch of time, so take me out, put Kyle in." The other reason was Alexander's increased presence on the boards. What this means in terms of this game is Schofield is willing to put aside personal glory for the betterment of his team. Make no mistake, Schofield is a big-time player who is not afraid of the moment. Schofield has scored 19 points in each of the last 2 games. I don't have a metric for this, but don't be surprised if Schofield shows up down the stretch of this game and seals it for the Vols. Advantage Tennessee. In addition to this preview video, I also have a preview for the Michigan vs. Texas Tech Sweet 16 game I want you to check out. You'll see the link right up here in the info card at the top of the screen. I recommend that you click on that now. As always, in full disclosure, while I do provide a lot of useful info in these videos, if you really want to take your sports betting to the next level, you have to sign up with me, Alpha Omega. I'm currently offering a discount on the remainder of my March Madness package. Message me with the promo code MARCH99 and get my March Madness package for $99. Contact me at alphaownpicks@gmail.com. And if you want to learn more about betting on sports like a pro and gaining an edge over the sportsbooks, start now by hitting the round subscribe icon so you don't miss anything. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you next time.